What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, guys. We back here in Denmark, checking out Roskilde. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. I did an episode on my channel, Darting Around the World, top 5 cities in Denmark. So y'all make sure y'all subscribe, check that out. But I ain't gonna lie, all those cities were hard to pronounce except for Copenhagen. But I got that video up, and somebody told me to check out my guy Davion West. Cause I checked out Aarhus, and somebody was like, "Hey, Davion just went there. Check it out." Since I already did Aarhus, I wanted to check out this video, and I see that he was here in this particular city that was next. So I said, you know what? Let me check it out. So y'all make sure y'all give Davion a subscribe. You know, check out his videos. I think he's going around a lot of places. But I know recently he's been in Denmark, and I think this video may be maybe a month, maybe a couple of weeks old. You know, I'm telling y'all, when really I can look at it, boom, a month. It's a month old, okay? So, yeah. So we finna see a short video. I just seen somebody comment and say, hey, man, these need to be longer. But, you know, especially with some good sceneries, you know, that's always a plus. But day trip from Copenhagen to Roskilde, Denmark. Let's check it out. Y'all hit that subscribe button.
Copenhagen, Denmark, and today we are headed to Roskilde on a day trip. We're gonna see the Viking ship museum. We're gonna see a beautiful cathedral
Look at
where
that.
a bunch of royals are buried at.
Dang.
This is all thanks to one of my subscribers that was like, "Yo, you should leave Copenhagen because Denmark is more than just Copenhagen." But first, we have to catch the train. This is probably like the most comfortable seats I have ever been on a train.
I've never been on a train. I always wanted my Polar Express moment, you know? Oh, I don't know what that is. Yeah, I've never been. That's gonna be I'm gonna feel like I'm on the Polar Express or something when I get on the train. Look at that. Oh my goodness.
It is beautiful, but we have a 10-minute walk to the cathedral.
10 minutes? 10 minutes not bad. Okay. Look at that. My goodness, that thing is huge.
After finding a place to sit down, I figured I might as well read this guidebook that
they got a guidebook and everything.
This is where the royals are buried at in Denmark, and it happens.
They still in there, buried in there? That's interesting. I guess, you know, we bury people, they're in the ground type of thing, you know, obviously still in their you know, their skeleton is probably still in the cat, but I wonder what happened, like, they still got the skeleton in these things?
Looking up, I can see
oh my goodness.
Massive organ with over 8,000
Dang.
pipes. It seems like,
boy, that thing probably singing up in there. 8,000 pipes. One key, you probably gonna be in heaven. What the? That's crazy. Look at that. I've never seen, like, yeah, this is very, very, like, this historic right here. Like, they don't even make pipes or nothing like that no more, especially in churches or cathedrals.
It seems like
dang.
Tries to have some altarpiece that is just stunning, made of gold, silver, ivory, something.
Wow.
And I feel like this one is so precious just because
during
the Reformation in the 1500s, the church had to give up a lot. And they tried to hold on to it. So I think that's what's important here with getting this altarpiece that was donated by the king. If you come to this church, you have to make sure you see Queen Margaret I. And she is the queen that brought together the Kalmar Union, forming the kingdoms of Denmark, Sweden, and Norway all together.
Well, that's cool. That is nice.
In there from the 1400s where St. George is killing a dragon, and you can look up and you can hear the skrill.
Dang, that's pretty cool.
Killed, and then also the bell going off. So make sure you don't miss that. It happens every hour on the hour.
Nice. I couldn't imagine it, dude. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I'm watching Game of Thrones. You know, I'm waiting for them dragons to appear on there and stuff. Oh, snap. I didn't know this was here. I reacted to a short and a guy was here showing these Viking ships. I didn't know that was this city in Denmark. Roskilde. That's gonna take me up. I'm gonna have to go to my Google Trends. But Yeah, I don't think the guy mentioned that in the short. He probably did, and I probably just
In the
overheard
50s
it.
here in Denmark, they had received news that there were shipwrecks around Roskilde, and they started
Roskilde.
excavating all these ships in the 50s/60s and restoring them and bringing them
Wow.
back. And you gotta have to think, for over 1,000 years, no one has the talent or the experience to actually
To build those.
put these ships together, even how the Vikings
Wow.
sailed back then. So the fact that they were able to come this far is just
Look
a
at that.
testament
That
to the
thing
Danes and
long,
everyone
too.
that worked on this project. It's just crazy to think that they were building ships like this, AD 800. Like, wow.
And I think nowadays, like, just with the resources, like, we have big, huge ferries. You know, they built the Titanic, you know, and it's different boats, different ships. We look at today, they're very unique, right? You know, and that's due to the resources and different things we have. Just think back then, the only resources around it was what they could see, what they could find. And they built these ships. It wasn't like, let's go on Google and find. No, like, I see that. Let's make this. We can make something out of this. We can make. Like, that's a different top, man. These things still holding up. You get what I'm saying? It took an iceberg and the Titanic was done. Like, these ships are so old, and look. Like, this wood still look fresh. I'm sure, you know, they maintaining and keeping it good. You know what I'm saying? But just think, they only used what they could see. They didn't have Google. They had to have none of that. And they got sustainable stuff. Like, that's crazy to me. It's amazing.
Now, this kind of reminds me of the Vasa Museum in
Oh,
Stockholm,
snap.
Sweden, but just that they're on this scale, seeing these kinds of ships. Because you don't always need a fancy ship, but just the Vikings were really doing a lot out here, going to so many different places in these small boats.
Traveling far and long, months to get to a place.
I just can't believe that these ships took people to the New World, took them to Newfoundland,
Crazy.
took them to Greenland. Like, yes, the Vikings, they were there before other Europeans were there.
Yeah.
As we all know, the Native Americans were in America first.
Yeah.
But wow, this type of ship.
Look
took
at that.
them there. And I like how
Those boats are big, though.
literally a great view like this. So we made it to one of the oldest open air museums in the world. I believe this
Oh.
one opened in 1897, and it's a little bit north of Copenhagen. And they gave me this map, and there's 75 different locations. But
Dang.
the reason why this place was created to show the way that the Danes lived back in the old days.
Oh, wow.
This is crazy.
Wow.
This house is from the 18th century and was restored in the
What is the roof made out
early
of?
1900s. And like you can really
What?
smell that this place, like this building is real.
Look at that.
Oh, this looks like a spinning wheel.
Dang.
This is an old fire pump from the 1700s. And that's just
Wow.
crazy. This is from a town not too far from Roskilde, Denmark, where we were at earlier.
That's insane.
With that fire hose, though, in Denmark, every town and village had to have their own fire hose, their own fire station,
Dang.
essentially, and they had to make sure that they kept the pumps and the tanks, everything in working order.
That's incredible. Like, that is different.
This is one of my favorite things in old kitchens, is this
Oh.
stove right here, and then you have the copper pots. If you have one of those in your house still, your cottage, whatever, make sure you keep it. That mill right there is the only
Dang.
thing that's in its original place.
Hey,
All
I've seen
these
that
other
before,
buildings,
too.
like this one, were brought in, like I said, from other places in Denmark.
Wow. I wonder if somebody got an old picture of that. Look at that. Like, got grass growing on the roof. Well, that is different.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video about Denmark, especially this open air museum. But I really just want to make sure that I show y'all other parts of the world, like here in Denmark, not just Copenhagen, but different places that still have meaning and character for
Yeah.
that country.
This
I don't
is
want to
good.
just show you guys just Paris, France, Nice, France, New York City, but I want to show you guys the Roskilde. I want to show you guys Aarhus. I want to show y'all all these different places in the world. I don't know where I'm headed to next, but I know the
This is
next
nice.
place for sure is going to be somewhere here in Denmark. So hit that subscribe button because I know I want y'all there with me. Until the meantime, watch this video right here to see more of Denmark.
Nah, this was good. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like somebody who commented earlier. Oh, if I like 196 country, my guy finna travel. I might need to join him on that. But yeah, I felt that this could have been longer. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But yeah, y'all gotta make sure y'all check his channel out. Make sure y'all subscribe, especially if you're from Denmark. Like this was, dang, that's crazy. That was different. Roskilde, Denmark. I'm still working on it. That's why y'all keep hearing me saying it throughout the whole day. But this was cool. A lot of history. Dang, houses and stuff from the 1800s. I couldn't imagine. But like I said, there's so much. We have so much technology. We have so much now. But back then, what they were using was very like, as we can see, it's still holding up. I know, people taking care of it now. Later, some people redid some things to make it, but it's like there's still pieces out there that are used, in use from all these years ago. So I think that's pretty cool, especially just experiencing that in person. But yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Davion West channel. This was good. Like I said, I think he been to a lot of other places. This Denmark series should have been longer. This was good. I ain't gonna lie. And then too, sometimes you get a lot of footage, and when you dumb it down to a video, it becomes shorter. You can have like hours worth of footage, and it might be, cut down to 10 minutes or something. So, hey, but shout out to him for taking the time out to do this. But like I said, that's all I have. Check out my Denmark episode, Darting Around the World, top 5 cities in Denmark. Roskilde was on that list, and I got to check out a little bit, some of the scenery and stuff as well from drone view. But that's all I have. Hit that subscribe button. Y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.